Whoa. What is this place? Whoa. Hear chickens or something above me. I wonder if I'm underground or something. This almost looks like a path. Let's try this. What is this place? It looks like Spawn, but I don't remember Spawn looking anything like this. Hey, there's a couple folks on. Maybe someone could explain my stuff. What? I can't believe how much time must have passed. This doesn't make any sense. Guess the best thing I could probably do is maybe get my bearings straight. Frozen chicken, well, I guess that'll have to do for now. I need food. Look around. And just get an idea of what's going on here. Now, if I remember correctly, we talked about having the main central portal here. And this is one impressive looking nether. It is what we talked about. Maybe I'm daydreaming. Maybe if I just go right back, we'll go back and everything be back to normal. Okay, so wishful thinking wasn't something that was gonna work. Guess I just gotta look around. Maybe there's some kind of clues. I guess people did notice I was gone. What we got here? Oh, this is the post that we also talked about. There's me. Nope. No clues here, but this is impressive. What else have we got here? Logoland? It's like someone made some type of log shop. It's quite impressive. Diamonds, iron. Well, let's check inventory. Yep, still have nothing, so we're not going to be getting any of this today. Only access point. I'm tempted. I want to see what's back there, but not today. Okay, so it looks like all these different shops have already started popping up. Even some places have already started closing down too. Guess a lot of time must have passed after all. A world map. Here we go. We can get a better shot from up top. So much has been done. So much I've missed. I'm wondering what's my best thing I could probably do for myself. Well, originally I had a plan to build a base far away from here, and maybe that's probably the best thing I can do is just get away from this, hunker down, gather supplies, get a little bit more prepared, then come back here and really see if I can get a better grip of what's going on. I wonder if there's any kind of travel around here. I see a lot of stuff we can set up, but besides the nether, I want to explore something that I have no clue. Let's stick with just the looking at the overworld. Oh, there's a boat. I think my best plan right now is just get away, find a location, and just get set up. But I need to get away from all this noise because I don't know what's going on here. How about I fill you guys back in once I find a little place I can maybe call home for now. It's been some time since we've talked, and since then I've moved over to my new base location, located at, and at that time, been able to gear up a little bit. As you can tell, finally sporting some decent diamond gear, and by decent I mean perfect diamond gear. Give us a little bit more protection so no one else can sneak up behind us and easily take us out. Speaking to that point, I've tried narrowing it down to find out who could have done this to me, and I have a list of suspects. But just so you don't think I've left you out of everything, I have one little surprise to show you guys. If you're familiar with our recipe system, this little handy dandy pattern is how we create our own elytra. Ta-da! New recipe shows that I finally unlocked it. So, as you can tell, we're finally in flight mode, but we're going to hold on to that to a little bit later on. For now, let's go on over to the war room. Well, war room slash bathing grotto area. It's a multi-purpose room. So, you can tell I put together a couple of people. Let's first go over our wild cards. Wild cards are the people who I'm not entirely sure, but for some reason, something tells me maybe they're the ones who could have done it. First on our list, Vidigarvia. Why would we suspect this guy, this nice, decent gentleman? Well, on day one, I didn't quite was able to help him out, and I unfortunately, in my attempt to try helping him, got him killed very early on. So who knows, he might have held a little bit of a grudge against us. Then we have our buddy Haphazardous. Haphazardous is a good guy after all, but he does hang out with this other gentleman who's our other wild card, Mr. Funky, otherwise known as Liam Live. Well, together these two may have plotted for my assassination simply just to gather my head. But I'm not sure if I actually died or not. So that's why we're putting him in the wild card category. Our real suspects, we have these three. Now, Stans. Loves to kill, loves to prank, is always after having a good time. There's a very good likelihood that it could have been him. But he's given us no indication as to why he did it, or if he had done it at all. Same with this guy. If it was Mr. Funky, why leave me frozen chicken? Why not just a pack of potatoes? Okay. Our next suspect, Ike. Fairly similar reasons as Hap and Funky. Just to collect my head, show his dominance as the Redstone Master, Killer, and Builder Extraordinaire on the server. You know, that's one way to let everyone know who's the boss, by taking out anyone else he sees as a possible threat. Which brings us down to our last suspect. Our favorite seller of chicken. Kind of, if you can see the connection there, she sells chicken. Could have had an extra stockpile. Could have put me underground and killed me simply for the sheer wanting to show dominance. Who knows? So this is our primary suspect. Unfortunately, I looked around her base and couldn't find any kind of clues as to if she had done it. Maybe see if I could find my head hidden around. So if she did it, she's hiding clues as to why she did it or how she had done it. So we're going to keep an eye out on this girl right here, see what she might be up to in the future. But these are all our wild cards and suspects. And I'm hoping to have your guys' help to let me know, who do you think could have done it. So, while we may have some possible enemies, let's start working on getting a little bit of friendships on the server, making sure everyone knows I'm a good guy like them. Recently we added a data pack that allows us to have enhanced armor stands. So let's go ahead and go back to the shop and set up a little bit of a, well, I don't know, maybe a kiosk to have these new and improved armor stands that kind of just show what they're capable of doing. So I'll meet you guys over in our downtown plaza and see if we can find a spot. Maybe, I don't know, let's think about possibly the boardwalk. So I've been walking around the boardwalk trying to find a nice little spot to have just this little pop-up stand. Again, this is kind of more of a little community service thing that we're doing. Not really a business, so we just want to have a place that's of decent walking traffic, but nothing needed for a big shop. And I was noticing we have a nice walkway that comes straight from the portal. Walkway that goes out into water. So I think this little spot right here is where we want to probably set up our little shop. So let's go ahead and get first main figure, chest to put in all our custom books. And again, when you set up these guys, the way they work is you set up an armor stand and you grab one of these books. You can check your target and say, okay, detects my armor stand. And from here, you have a bunch of different choices. So if we don't want to have the base, we can turn that off. No, I guess. Let's see. No base. There we go. And let's put some arms on him. There we go. And let's maybe pose him. Let's see. Lunging. Let's see what his winning look like. Oh, there we go. Maybe even have him actually holding a book. Can we do that? Bingo. So there we go. We have a little armor stand guy, which we're going to go ahead and give him the name of Armon. Bingo. And I believe that's even a choice in the book. Show base plate, small stand, stand visible, and display name tag. There we go. Well, that didn't do anything. Let's see, check target again. Let's go to the book. Display name. There we go, Armand. So now every time we come by this armor stand, you can see he's got a little armor. His name. And I believe later on we might make it so he can be, maybe give him a different pose every once in a while to get people's attention. And we can even set it so it becomes locked, so no one else can go ahead and interact with it. I believe we can actually lock the armor stand now, but we got to be in creative mode in order to make sure it's a fixed position. So, see, right out in front, we'll go ahead and slap down a pair of chests right in front of him. Spread these books out. So anyone can come by here, grab a book. You don't need to have any special permissions on the server, just the ability to interact with an armor stand. Now, I believe if you have too many of these in one place, you're going to get a little bit of lag. And additionally, when you go to configure them, you're going to get them all to pose with the same pose. So to kind of test that out, I brought in a few more extra armor stands with some extra heads, a few more decorative pieces, and let's see if we can place a few more around. And maybe put up a sign, let everyone know what this place is for. So let's see how we want to go and do this. We've got a few extra armor stands, and that's what I was leaving this space for. I wanted to let people go ahead and grab one if they wanted to, just as a little bit of freebie. And let's see. So we've got a stand right here, and maybe let's gate that off. Think of it like a little shop. So we'll put one of these here. Fence gate. There we go. We want to actually talk to him. Gotta go past the fence gate. And he needs basically like two little salesman guys. So let's see. If we were to have one, actually where this chest is a good spot for one. Let's see if we can put in a stand right about here. And we just got some of these extra tropical fish because they're pretty easy to get. They're bright and colorful and they attract a little bit of attention. Good, we kept a book for ourselves. Let's see. So let's check to see, check target. Excellent. So it detects the one that's closest to you. And we're probably going to go with fairly similar type of stylings as we had. So we'll go with, I want to do that. Check target. Let's hide the base. And we're going to go show some arms. It has no name, so maybe later on we'll come by and come up with some creative names for you guys. In fact, how about we'll put these down, and if you guys want to come up with some names of your own, I'll go ahead and I'll give them the nicknames for here. So I think I want to have these guys, instead of running away, let's have them do a similar winning pose, like they're holding an item. And we'll give him a book too. If you're not aware, it's just a simple command that generates them, but you got to be an admin, so it's the reason why we made a bunch of books to hand out. So we got one guy here. Let's go ahead and get our other armor stand guy. Let's see. Let's try about here. Protect. There we go. So that's the closest one to us. No base. Don't ask me why, but I just think it looks a little bit cooler on the boardwalk when you got the wood against the wood. Kind of makes them more look like actual people. We're gonna go with show arms. And same win and pose. Oh, there's book. And the other fish head that we got Mr. Salmon. Yeah, there we go. So we got these little happy little customers walking away from the shop with their custom books. So we can grab them from right here. And of course we want people to know what it's for. Let's see, custom armor stand books. 3, 2. Let's see, free book. Works on all armor stands. Go. Hopefully it won't lead to any confusion. The fact that I put some armor stands here, but who knows, if that becomes an issue, we'll take them out. There we go. I'm happy with this. Alright everybody, I think that's enough for today. We've, did a little bit of detective work and try to figure out who our main suspects could be. Did a little bit of goodwill for the server. Got little these custom armor stand shop here. Well, not really a shop, but you know what I mean. Kind of advertise that we've got a new feature on the server, and hopefully that brings us a little extra goodwill. And with that, I believe we're going to go ahead and call it a night. So, bon noche, everyone. Boy, I wish I had a clue exactly who could have been behind all of this. Guess I'll never know. Time for my games to begin.